Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopi Jana Vallabha Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Girivaradhari Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Braja Jana Ranjana Jayo Braja Jana Ranjana Jayo Yamuna Tiravanachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jayo Radha Madhava Radhe, Jayo Radha Madhava Radhe, Jayo Jagannath, Jayo Baladev, Jayo Subhadra, Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we will read from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, second canto, first chapter, text 22. Rajovacha Yata Sandharaye Brahman Dharana Yatra Sammata Yadrishiva Haredashu Purushasya Manomalam. Rajovacha Yata Sandharyate Brahman Dharana Vyatra Sammata Yadrishiva Haredashu Purushasya Manomalam. Thank you, Matajis. Next time. Okay. Rajovacha. The fortunate king said, Yatha, as it is. Sandharyate, the conception is made. Brahman, O Brahmana. Dharana, conception. Yatra, where and how. Sammata, in a summary. Yadrishi, the way by which. Va, or. Haret, extricated. Ashu, without delay. Purushasya, of a person. Manaha, of the mind. Malam, dirty things. Srila Prabhupada, translation and purport. The fortunate King Pariksit, inquiring further, said, O Brahmana, please describe in full detail how and where the mind has to be applied and how the conception can be fixed so that the dirty things in a person's mind can be removed. And we repeat it, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Please repeat. The fortunate King Pariksit, inquiring further. Said, O Brahmana, please describe in full detail how and where the mind has to be applied and how the conception can be fixed so that the dirty things in the person's mind can be removed. Yes, thank you. Srila Prabhupada's purport. The dirty things in the heart of a conditioned soul are the root cause of all troubles for him. A conditioned soul is surrounded by the manifold miseries of material existence, but on account of his gross ignorance, he is unable to remove the troubles due to dirty things in the heart, accumulated during long prison life in the material world. He is actually meant to serve the will of the Supreme Lord, but on account of his dirty things in the heart, he likes to serve his concocted desires. These desires, instead of giving him any peace of mind, create new problems and thus bind him to the cycle of repeated birth and death. These dirty things of fruitive work and empiric philosophy can be removed only by association with the Supreme Lord. The Lord, being omnipotent, can offer his association by his inconceivable potencies. Thus, persons who are unable to pin their faith on the personal feature of the Absolute are given a chance to associate with his Virat Rupa, or the cosmic impersonal feature of the Lord. The cosmic impersonal feature of the Lord is a feature of his unlimited potencies. Since the potent and potencies are identical, even the conception of his impersonal cosmic feature helps the conditioned soul to associate with the Lord indirectly and thus gradually rise to the stage of personal contact. Maharaja Pariksit was already directly connected with the personal feature of the Lord Krishna, and as such he had no need to inquire from Sukadeva Goswami about the where and how to apply the mind in the impersonal Virat Rupa of the Lord. But he inquired after a detailed description of the matter for the benefit of others who are unable to conceive of the transcendental personal feature of the Lord as the form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. The non-devotee class of men cannot think of the personal feature of the Lord because of their poor fount of knowledge. The personal form of the Lord, like Rama or Krishna, is completely revolting to them. They have a poor estimation of the potency of the Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita 9:11, it's explained by the Lord himself that people with a poor fount of knowledge deride the Supreme Personality of Lord, taking him to be a common man. Such men are ignorant of the inconceivable potency of the Lord. By the inconceivable potency of the Lord, he can move in human society or any other society of living beings and yet remain the same omnipotent Lord without deviating in the slightest from his transcendental position. So, for the benefit of men who are unable to accept the Lord in his personal eternal form, Maharaja Pariksit inquired from Sukadeva Goswami how to fix the mind on him in the beginning, and the Goswami replied in detail as follows. Om Agyanati Mirindasya Gyananjana Shalankaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vyasadeva Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, as an introductory approach, I would like to quote, there is a fantastic seminar of Bhakti-Vigyan Goswami Maharaj, His Holiness Bhakti-Vigyan Goswami Maharaj, where he summarizes how the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam helps us to get closer to Lord. How is it his very intimate and touching love to help us? Yes? So, understanding these fine details behind the lines, we can see the hand of the Lord. We can see the intention of the Lord, his love, that he wants to help us getting closer and closer to him. And to see it, it's very nice. It's very inspiring, encouraging. So, when Krishna speaks to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, they got to the point that, okay, be a Hare Krishna, yes? Please move to the ISKCON Attapur, be a full-time devotee, and do whatever service you got. It's very nice. So, yes, choose the devotional service. And from this point continues the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, that, okay, let's choose Krishna, not demigod worship, this, that, not impersonal meditation or many other things. Let's choose Krishna, but how? What are the details? What are the steps? How will I do it? Because I can sit here and I meditate on Krishna, and what will happen? Who knows? Maybe nothing. Because maybe we don't have the relationship with him. And without relationship, meditating on him, it's just theoretical thing, yes. Maybe like a cartoon in our minds that we see little Krishna, yes, something. But not so much personal. So Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam wants to lead us on this path step by step. Yes. It's very nice to see how Krishna builds up this relationship. There are obstacles in this relationship between him and us. And he has to break these obstacles just to have the direct connection. And he does. Yes. So first, here is the first canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. What is it about? Of course, there is the introductory canto when we see what is the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam about. The saints ask 6 questions which outlines the topic. And then we see that how the persons who involved in this katha will appear about Pariksit Maharaj. Okay, he will be the listener. We hear about Sukadeva Goswami, he will be the speaker. And we hear about the appearance of Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva and Narada Muni. So we know how it began. Yes. But secretly, between the lines, Krishna prepares us already for the most important steps. He did that. How can we enter the door of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam? There is a door. Nobody, not anybody can enter this door. Yes? I heard many devotees. I read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 10 times. Oh my Govind. Dandavat Pranam. What is the final conclusion of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam? You surely know. There are some stories in it. Yes. And yes, it's nice. Uplifting. Yes, sure. Yes. So the devotee couldn't enter the door of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Yes, he stayed out. So Krishna wants to help us. So the first canto is about how can we enter? What is the secret? What is the code? Yes, here yesterday Prabhuji showed us the secrets of your temple, and they showed, okay, now if I touch this door, my fingerprint will open the dress room of Radha Madhava, yes? So, and it worked. So there is a fingerprint code for Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. What is that? What do you think? Yes? Chanting. Good. Very good. Yes. Oof, I'm deaf, sorry. Very good. Very good. So rapt attention, a kind of strong desire. Yes. It's very, very crucial. Yes. Yes, of course, but how? This is the question. How can we do that? Yes. With attention. Very good. This is the same point. Very good. Very good. Yes. Nirmat. No, yes, means with a pure heart. Yes, very good, very important point. Oh yes, you collect almost everything. Surrender to Guru, yes, very good. Yes, faith, yes. I think we collected all the things. So this first canto is about how to hear the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. This Bhakti Shastri study, it's not the key for Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Yes, okay. So repeat the shlokas. I can repeat. I learned. I can say again, or write an essay. I wrote an essay, or check my mate's essay and copied that, or I used ChatGPT for the essay. Who knows? Maybe it's transcendental feature of ChatGPT, something like that. Okay, so anyway, that the key how to listen Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is different. So it's not the way that we learn Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Yes, I did it. So, and I got the result of nothing, almost nothing. Yes, it's not the way. Learning Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is overcoming Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Now I have Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. I learned. I understood every point in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. What was in the study guide. Now I have the knowledge, and I can give a lecture. Ta-dam! It's not the way. The way is not learning Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, but getting His mercy. It's opposite. Yes, not overcoming, but begging. So, means that we should be clear about our situation and the Lord's situation. And yes, all the other details, as you said very nicely, that the rapt in attention. Attention is very, very, this eagerness, this is the most crucial key point in the story. And the faith in the speaker, means Sukadeva Goswami or Srila Prabhupada, we have faith that it's true, what he says, and so on, yes, so all the things. So this is about the first canto, that through three examples, Sutta Goswami and the saints, and Narada Muni, Vyasadeva, and then Pariksit Maharaj and Sukadeva Goswami, three examples of listening. So Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam teaches us how to listen this way. Okay, and the second canto, we are in the second canto. The second canto start with answering the question of Pariksit Maharaj, what to do and what not to do when I will die. Okay, we will not die, because somebody will go to the street distributing books and cook. But who knows? There is not a rule that I cannot die today. This is true. So he can die at any moment, who knows? So means it's said that from the very point of birth, time to the birth, we are dying. Not a positive aspect of life, but it's true. So we are dying. So what to do and what not to do if I'm dying? So this is the first 4 chapter of second canto answers that question. And after a few verses, it gives immediately the answer. It's in the 215, I think. Pictures. 5. Tasmad-bharata sarvatma Bhagavan Ishvaro Harihi Shrotavyah Kirtitavyascha Smartavyash Chechata Bhayam. Yes? So, those who Ichchata Abhayam, who wants fearlessness, they should Shrotavya, Kirtitavya, and Smartavya. These things should be done. Yes? To hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, to glorify the Lord, and remember of the Lord. So he gives the answer, but still it's maybe too sudden. And then in the first 4 chapter is about building up this step by step. And now we are in the first chapter when how to start it. So now this is the very verse, the 22nd, when Pariksit Maharaj asked about, okay, remember and hear, but how? Because my heart is full of dirty things, yes? That was the topic, dirty things. How can I do that? And then this chapter we answer, okay, so meditate on Virat Rupa. And then the third chapter, no, this is the first. The second chapter is about that, okay, here is the Paramatma meditation. It's one higher. And then the third and fourth chapters gives the answer. That's this Shrotavya, Kirtitavya, Smartavya. And in the fourth chapter, Sukadeva Goswami gives a practical example. He shows it, that how to do it. He glorifies the Lord. I don't know, 20 verses, so many. So he practically shows it, how to do that. So this is the first 4 chapters. So this is where we are. And here is that, the point is here that the dirty things in the heart. So Pariksit Maharaj asks about this. These dirty things that we want to be Krishna. We want to enjoy the position of Krishna because he is the, oh yes, he is the Lord who has everything. He is the Lord who controls everything and he is the supreme enjoyer. Oh, it will be good for me. So I want to have everything, many money, much more money, more houses, more cars, and then for others, one country, another country, a third country. Yes, the same pattern, yes. And control everything, yes. This you should do what I tell, and if you don't do, then we discuss the details. Yes, okay, and enjoy. So if I have something and control it, this is for enjoying. So I want to enjoy. But this is done by Krishna, not us. This is another screw, another kind of screw in this machine. So these are the dirty things that we are on the wrong path. We want to do some wrong things which doesn't work. We cannot do that actually. So how to get free from that? This is the question of Pariksit Maharaj, and we may think the answer is for Radha Madhava ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi ki jai, Gaunitai ki jai. And we may think that the answer will be meditate on Virat Rupa. It's for yogis, not for us. We do a little different thing. But we can use elements from it because Srila Prabhupada give the keys how to get free from the dirty desires. I don't know. I cannot do that. I tried for many years and my plan was I do it. I have a plan. And it didn't work. Yes. I am lusty. Okay, now I don't eat sweet anymore. You know what happened in 2 weeks? Yes, it works like that. So Maya is much more powerful and make me just proud. Yes, it's crazy. So I cannot do it because Maya is divine power of Krishna, Mama Maya, and Durachaya, very difficult to overcome. But Srila Prabhupada gives the key that the key is to ask Krishna, please. We have a relationship, or we are supposed to be. I want you, I know that it's not looks like every time, but you know, this is my situation. I admit. So I cannot help. I tried. No, it was not a big success story. So please help me. So if you don't help me, then it won't happen. So please help me. So we can chant this way when we chant. So this is the message of this part of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and of course it goes on and builds up our character till the end point that we can hear about Ashraya, about Krishna, and we can have the relationship with him really, not just in an imaginary way. And I told that Krishna is the who has everything, who controls everything, who enjoys everything. So it's in the Bhagavad Gita as Yavaktaram Yagyastapasam Sarvalokama Ishram. So he tells it in the Bhagavad Gita. So let's go back to this short Bhagavad Gita. What is that? Yes? Yes, Bhagavad Gita lectures by the boys. So we would like to ask them to continue from yesterday, a few of them. And please give your blessings because they are very stressed. You know, this is the first, how to say, what is that? First lecture of them. So it's, they need to encourage, to be encouraged. Okay, so Abhay, you start. Please come.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. My name is Abhay Charandas. I'm from Israel. I will tell a shloka from Bhagavad Gita 2.7. Karpanya dosho pahatasvabhava prichami tvam dharamasamudha cheta yachreyasya nishchitam bruhitan me shishyaste ham shadhimam tvam prapannam. Now I'm confused about my duty and I've lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, now I'm confused about my duty and I've lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I'm asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I'm your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. You can see in this shloka that Arjuna is asking Krishna he is surrendering unto Krishna, because in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was just giving arguments, not to fight. There's many arguments he gave. The whole first chapter is just his arguments, you can say. Argumental chapter. And now he got confused because all his arguments, and he's standing in the battlefield, so he is actually doing the right thing. And Prabhupada says in the purport that we are all tangled in this material world, we're perplexed, and to get out of these perplexities, we require a spiritual master, because he can guide us back to Krishna. So, Prabhu said that we have to open the key for Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and we require a spiritual master so he can guide us with the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and actually make us understand the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. That's the need of a spiritual master. Otherwise, I'll give you an example. We are in this material world. We cheated Krishna, because Krishna wants us to go back to the spiritual world. We cheated him, we go back to the material world. Now, when you cheat someone, and the next day, or someone cheated you, and then the next day he comes, can you do me a favor? Can you give me this? You don't have faith in him. You think that he's gonna cheat you again. But if someone else, some authority comes and says, this person is really good, he did this, and you can please give him something, then you will accept, more or less. Because a spiritual master is in that position that he grabs and takes everyone to Krishna, whoever surrenders. And how do we accept, how do we have to become a student of a spiritual master? It says in the Bhagavad Gita, Tat vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya uplakshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. Pranipat, pariprashna, and sevaya, these three things, we have to surrender, we have to ask questions, and we have to serve. So these three things are the main things for so a spiritual master can accept you, and he initiates you, and all this happens. So this shloka particularly says, Prabhupada then in the purport, later in the purport, he explains who is a perplexed man. And a perplexed man is a person who doesn't know what to do. He is basically a demon in this material world. So the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita summarizes who is a demon. He preaches not philosophy. He doesn't know what's right and wrong, and there's many things about that. So to get out of these perplexities, even for us, it's needed, because we can't just go, as I said, I gave the example, we can't just go straight to Krishna. Like the Sahajiyas, they jump to the 10th canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, denying the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and all the rest. So we cannot jump. We have to go through everything. We have to go through spiritual master, initiation, second initiation, everything else before we reach Krishna. So this is counting for us also. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Ramachandra. I'm from Malaysia and I'm 12 years old. And I'm going to be giving a presentation on Bhagavad Gita Sloka 4.7. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharataha abhyuttanam dharmasya dadatmanam shachanyaham. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendants of Bharata, and a predominant rise in religion, at that time I'll descend myself. So Lord Krishna comes, he comes to this earth out of kindness and love out of compassion and love for the people here. But when does he exactly descend? Krishna reveals when there is a decline in dharma and whenever there is an increase in adharma. And Krishna says that he comes to earth in some form to reveal the situation, to reverse the situation back to normal. And dharma stands on four pillars, namely truthful, satyam, cleanliness, saucham, and kindness, daya, and austerity, tapa. And adharma flourishes due to the negative qualities such as envy, pride, anger, and so on. And so whenever people on earth take adharma and neglect dharma, then the Lord personally comes down from his abode and he establishes he establishes dharma again. And there's also a story connected to this sloka. This was once Bhumi Devi was in distress. So once Bhumi Devi was very distressed because of the kings, which they were ruling over the world, and they were demoniac, and they had enemy. They have a group of demons that were harassing the innocent people and were causing problem. And Bhumi Devi couldn't handle this. Then he went to Lord Brahma, and she went into a cow form, and she explained everything to her, explained everything to Lord Brahma, and then Brahma immediately took her to Lord Vishnu, and Lord Brahma was calling Lord Vishnu, but Lord Vishnu wasn't responding. Then Brahma was confused what to do. Then he started doing meditation, and after while he was meditating, he got a message in his heart saying that Lord Vishnu said that I have read all 4 Vedas. Don't worry, I will descend. And soon after that, Lord Vishnu appeared in the dynasty, in Yadu dynasty. The conclusion of the conclusion is, whenever you are in distress, don't handle it yourself. Seek help from others. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Balaram and I'm from India and I'm 12 years old and I will be speaking from Bhagavad Gita to 9.26. Patram pushpam palam yam yame bhakta prayachati tadaham bhakti uparitam ashrami prayatatmanaha. If one offers me with love and devotion a fruit, a flower, a leaf or water, I will accept it. So Krishna is saying in this verse that anyone offers me anything, he will accept the love, and so Krishna he accepts the love of his devotees. So once there was Krishna went to Hastinapur, and Duryodhana invited Krishna to his house to eat, and then Krishna already knew that Duryodhana was hating him because Krishna always helps the Pandavas, and so Krishna said, no, I'm gonna go to Vidura's home, and then Duryodhana was feeling angry, but outside he was showing that he's feeling very nice, he's feeling okay, and then Duryodhana just went away, and Krishna went to Vidura's home, and Vidura got very ecstatic, and then he gave Krishna a seat to sit, and he peeled some bananas, and he was in so much love that he gave the peels to Krishna, and he chucked the bananas away, and Krishna accepted it because he was giving it with so much love and devotion. So again, when Lord Ram was also going to the forest, and then Lord Ram also was going to the hermitage of Shabri, and then Shabri was waiting for Lord Ram because her guru told him to depart, but she was waiting for Lord Ram, and then when Lord Ram came, she also was biting the fruits and seeing if they're sweet, and if they're sweet she would give Lord Ram, and if they're sour she would chuck it away, and Lord Ram used to accept it because she was giving with so much love and devotion. So this is how Lord Krishna he accepts the love, doesn't accept, because Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he already has everything, but only he accepts the love of his devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, my name is Sakshi Gopal. I am 14 years old and I was born in the US. Today I'm going to speak about Bhagavad Gita 6.5. One must deliver himself with the help of his mind and not degrade himself. The mind is is a friend of the conditioned soul and a enemy as well. This really reminds me of a sage. Like, he always has the proper mindset, right? Like, he can just go to a mountain and say, okay, today I'll be the person who will meditate till I go back to Godhead. And that's just like the perfect example of how the mind is just like a friend. Also it also reminds me a lot like Pariksit Maharaj, you know? Like, one day he was just roaming around in a jungle, just hunting. Then he got cursed by a rishi. Of course, because of doing a offense. And when he heard, he just went and said, I think that today is the best day to just focus my mind on Krishna for 7 days till I go back to him. And it is just amazing how someone can actually have that kind of mentality. And also the other way, how the mind can be an enemy, it really reminds me of Bharat Maharaj. Like, once he just found a lost deer who lost his mother right there, and he decided to just start to feed him, right? Start to interact with him. But meanwhile he was doing that, he basically just started to have less and less sadhana, till he just stopped completely his sadhana, right? And then when he died, he was just thinking about the deer. Instead of Krishna conscious, he started doing deer conscious. So then he went and became a deer. But then he said, I wasted my whole life just feeding a deer, doing nothing about my Krishna conscious, doing nothing about my spiritual life. How can I regain what bad things I did in my last life? So he went to a ashram, a brahmachari ashram, I guess, right? And the brahmacharis just started giving him prasadam. They started doing kirtan and all. So then his next life he became Yadu Bharat. So Yadu Bharat just means, Yadu means crazy, like a crazy man, right? And he got that name because he didn't know how to speak, he didn't know how to write, he didn't know the alphabet, and it was because he just wanted to go and concentrate in Krishna. He wanted to go back to Krishna. So his family just sent him to the field since he didn't want to learn, he didn't want to speak, he didn't want to do anything. So they just sent him to the fields to work. One day, a king came. His guards who were carrying the palanquin were already tired, so he saw Yadu Bharat over there. And he just called them over there and, well, to carry his palanquin to a certain area. So the king was over there, and the palanquin was starting to jump. And the king was asking, what is happening? What is happening? Why are you not performing your duty nicely? And then the Yadu Bharat said, there is so many ants. I don't want to squash those ants. These ants are jivas. And then the king realized, this is more elevated than me, right? Because I couldn't even guess that he didn't want it to squash the ants, right? So he asked him, can you be my Guru Maharaj? So from then on, the king became more learned. Well, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'm going to say the shloka from Bhagavad Gita. My name is Pariksit. I'm from India. So I'm going to say the shloka 5.29. Bhuktaram yagya tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram srihridam sarvabhutanam jnanatvam shantim richati. Bhuktaram yagya tapasam, the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Sarvaloka maheshwaram, the properties, all the planets' properties are mine. Srihridam sarvabhutanam, I'm going to be well-wisher to the demons and also to the devotees. Jnanatvam shanti richati. Whoever knows me will attain peace. So for this shloka, Krishna's, so who do you think is your friend? He is always your well-wisher at all the times. So it's, and imagine your friend being the powerfulest and knowing being everything and has the wealthiest. So he'll be, then of course is none other than Krishna. So like that, Krishna helped two demons in that way. So the monstrous mother, Putana. So Putana came to kill Krishna. So when she came to kill Krishna, she fed him milk. But Krishna took it as a gift of feeding milk and taught her a lesson at the same time that you should not cheat others. So he also elevated Putana like that. And Shakatasura. In this life, he was too strong and proud, so some rishi cursed him. So he became invisible. So when he became invisible, he was roaming around trying to scare people. Then Kamsa got to know that there is a demon called Asura called Shakatasura. So he called him and he instructed him to go kill Krishna. So when he went and tried to kill Krishna, so that time they had some celebration in their house. So Mother Yashoda was feeding Krishna and Krishna fell asleep and put him under the cart. So when Shakatasura came to try to kill Krishna, so Krishna woke up. So he was crying. So he was crying to call his mother for milk. And Shakatasura at the same time tried to kill Krishna. So when Krishna saw Shakatasura, he kicked him. So when he kicked him, he kicked him so hardly that the cart flew and all the utensils fell on the floor. And it created a big noise and all the villagers came and saw, but Krishna was fine, so all the villagers became peaceful. And at the same time, Shakatasura got the spiritual body because of Krishna kicked him, then he died, so he got the spiritual body. So when he got the spiritual body, thousands of horses and a chariot came to take Shakatasura away. So to spiritual world. So Krishna is the well-wisher of everyone. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My name is Jiva. I'm 12 years old and I'm from Hungary. I will be saying verse 1.1. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samavedaya yutsva mamakandavaschaiva kimakurvata Sanjaya. Translation. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrim at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? Kurukshetra's name came from Kuru, from the starter of Kuru dynasty. His name was Kuru, and the Kurukshetra's place came because he was doing a lot of tapasya at that place. So Lord Vishnu appeared, and he gave him two blessings. The first one was that this place is gonna be a holy place, and it's gonna be named after you. Became Kurukshetra. The second one, whoever dies there will immediately go back to the heavenly planets. That's it. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for your encouraging. It's not so easy at such an age to stand up here, and when you turn, you see that 70 people is here. So it's not so easy. So thank you for your encouraging, because this is needed for them to stand up and have this experience to speak. And your community is so welcoming, so warm-hearted, that we are just encouraged. Like in the kirtans, you accepted us in your circles, and you lifted us up. So we would like to thank you. And this was a little bit just to show how they learn Bhagavad Gita and spiritual knowledge. And step by step, they will understand more and more and more and deeper and wider. So one day they can hopefully be a preacher, and they can preach this science others, so others can join to your temple and other places. Thank you very much. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Shri Radha Madhava ki jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi ki jai, Gornitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gora Premanandi Hari Bol.